Nature and biodiversity represent some of our greatest tools in our toolkit to combat climate change, and they are also at risk due to climate change. The resilience of several industries is vulnerable to nature and biodiversity loss. So, for example, agriculture, manufacturing, construction, healthcare. In addition to that threat, companies are now grappling with mandatory requirements related to their nature performance.
There are a variety of firms that a company can go to do this work. One of the real differentiators of Stantec is that we have scientists, biologists, ecosystem scientists.
We have a lot of industry experience, not just focused ESG experience. And that's helpful because we understand what the constraints and opportunities are associated with a given industry. We're not just thinking about things in isolation, and we aren't doing a simple box-checking exercise.
Now more than ever, we're finding that companies are interested in understanding their dependencies and impacts on nature and getting a really good understanding of where they may be vulnerable due to nature and biodiversity loss.
Typically with our projects, we start out with an inventory of current practices to understand how is this company currently managing nature-related risks and impacts. And then from there, we refer to guidance from the Taskforce on Nature-Related Financial Disclosures. There's a due diligence framework called LEAP, Locate, Evaluate, Assess, and Prepare. And through that process, the outcome is the identification of the high-risk areas in a company's value chain. And ultimately, that supports prioritization of attention and resources. And so when we're starting out with a company who hasn't done this before, you quickly do need to kind of home in on some areas that deserve attention because of the high risks, but also because you'll be able to garner internal support for the further evaluation of those things.
You want to be holistic in how you approach this, and I think Stantec is very well equipped for that because we are an advisory service within a larger engineering and consulting firm. And what that means is we have a lot of integrated experience with a number of different industries. For example, mining, water, energy, manufacturing, oil and gas, investments, energy and energy transition. So this helps us familiarize ourselves with various industry needs and ultimately helps us provide solutions that are really impactful and tailored to kind of the ins and outs of that industry. One of the things that I think is a real asset here at Stantec is that we have a nature-based solutions dedicated team, and they have been working on nature-based solutions for 30 years. So we can draw from the knowledge of that team to help inform our advisory services. If you pair the industry experience that we have and you pair the nature-based solutions experience that we have, we can really craft a tailored and strategic and meaningful strategy for companies.
We endeavor to help our clients make sure that the efforts and the resources that they're devoting to understanding their impacts and dependencies on nature are worthwhile and actually drive progress. We want to help them develop a strategy that is practical and implementable and also really focuses in on the dependencies and impacts that are most important and meaningful to their business.